So basically, my record label, Stone's Throw, shout out Stone's Throw,
Yes.
they have a recording studio. And below that recording studio is a nice little vinyl bar DJ type of thing. It's a really beautiful place. If you're ever on a date in LA, go to Gold Line. Incredible place. You'll hear great DJ sets all night. And so I would get booked during the night sessions because, clearly they needed to make their bread during the day at the studio.
Yeah.
So I would get booked from like 6 p.m. until whenever.
Oh, wow.
And so that entire record was made like at night when I was like so exhausted.
Oh my gosh.
And so I would go downstairs and gather like just inspiration from talking to people.
Mhm.
And I would just like talk with people, just feel the vibes, smoke a couple cigarettes, get a little tipsy.
Yeah.
And then I'll go upstairs and I'll just be thinking really hard. And after I'd make the music, work on it like, from like the night before or whatever, I would just improvise the lyrics.
Ah, that is so inspiring.
And I would just kind of just like sing like a little line, and then I would just be like, because I wanted to make something that like was fresh in my mind.
Mhm.
I didn't want to get demoitis and create something that, was in between like something that I worked really hard to write for. Like I wanted to make something that was like, this is just off the top of my mind, and this is
Yeah.
something that I got to share. And it informed a lot of lyrics, and they actually grew from like the initial first lines that I sang, and that's how I recorded it, the whole record.
How long did it take you to record the whole record?
I think it took me 6 months to record it,
Uh-huh.
and I recorded it in 2022.
Oh. Okay.
So like it took a minute or I think it finished in 2023, but like in January of 2023.
Why dropping in 2025?
Sometimes releases, they can take up to like 18 months to get everything
Wow,
together.
yeah.
Stone's Throw was doing a lot. They came out with the No Worries record, and that was kind of a all hands on deck.
One of my faves.
They
Yes.
were going crazy. So like during that time, actually, I was so salty. I was so salty at them because I was booking a bunch of night sessions, and they were booking a bunch of night sessions.
Yeah.
And when I would block out time and they needed time, they would just be like, all right, little bro, it's like, you gotta get to stepping.
Yo, how is Anderson Paak?
Oh man, he's cool.
Isn't
He's
he cool? His smile just like
he's got
brightens
that
the world.
he's got that upside down smile.
Yeah, it's just so warming. I love Anderson
Yes,
Paak
Lord.
knowledge. Yes,
Yes,
Lord.
Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah,
That's
he's cool.
sick.
Like we talked about a mutual of ours, named Rap Ferreira, and like he was just like reminiscing about the days and that they like both used to tour together, and I was just like, yeah, like that was my big homie, and he was like, oh, that's a good big homie to have.
Mhm.
We sat and we had drinks for a while, and this was before the record came out, and I had obviously heard it from the label, and it was sounding super amazing, but
What was the feedback from the label?
for the record,
Yeah, when everyone heard it.
they loved it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they were with it. They were just like, we're 100% with this, and it kind of was one of those things where I was annoying everybody in the office because the studio's in the office. So
Yeah.
I would always be there. I still love going there because I just love that place.
Yeah.
But
That was actually a dream of mine when I first got into being like a music journalist,
Mhm.
like working for like Stone's Throw, like before I started with like LRG and my own production company. But that was like a dream of mine because my parents would always like talk about Peanut Butter Wolf. Like we actually went to like a couple shows that they used to throw, and yeah.
really,
So when I found you, I just been following Stone's Throw for like ever on Instagram, and then you popped up.
that's crazy.
And then I was just like, okay. Honestly, like your album cover just looked interesting to me. It was nothing more than that, seriously.
Yeah.
And then I listened to the music and I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. They're super amazing. Like I think I was like, just like I was saying, I was kind of low key being annoying because I was always there.
Yeah.
But then when I came out with it, they were just like, dude, you really put in a lot of work and hard work and effort into this record. So
What's your favorite song?
honestly, which is really funny, it always changes. But right now, actually, Phone Call is my favorite song.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay!
And
Yay!
shout out my homie Young Morpheus. He produced that one. An amazing artist.
His name is Young Morpheus?
Yeah, he's a rapper. Young Morpheus.
Tell me why I was just texting him yesterday to
You-
get yeah.
You were texting Kobe yesterday?
Yes,
Okay.
Young Morpheus. Yeah, they were talking about, oh yeah, we need to get Young Morpheus in, and
Oh,
I guess he
please.
did a campaign for us like a couple years ago. So
Oh, fire.
yeah, it's random. Yeah,
I love Morpheus.
shout out Young Morpheus.
I literally went to a session yesterday with Kevin, the lead singer from Brain Story. If you haven't listened to their music,
Brain Story, love Brain Story.
Oh, yeah,
they're
those-
they're from the IE, so where I'm from, that's
Oh,
yeah. That's like family.
That's
yeah.
incredible. Yeah. So
Small world.
I was literally hanging out with Kevin yesterday at the homie Colin's house. Shout out Enos Mon, that's his artist name. And that's so funny.
Yeah, that
And
is.
Morpheus was working on stuff earlier, and then they there's a lot of stuff going on, because we all just hang out, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, we're like all of us musicians are working on some crazy things. Like there are some records that I've heard that I cannot talk about that need to see the light of day.
Can you give us like a little bit of exclusive, like here at the LRG headquarters for the India Spike podcast?
I mean, there's some unreleased D'Angelo that I've heard that is like,
Stop.
it is next level.
Yo.
It's next level, but
Yo.
but,
Anything D'Angelo.
but all these artists, they have like infinite vaults. There's just music that if it dropped, it would be the biggest song in the world.
What about you? I mean, I know after the record, are you working right now to put out something else? Are you letting this ride? Do you have like an EP that you maybe want to drop in between this album drop, or?
I'm actually like, I'm not working on any music currently for myself.
Okay.
But I'm really, really excited about this record I'm working on for a friend named Angela Munoz.
Okay.
And she used to sing with Adrian Young. She is like, a younger, newer artist on Stone's Throw. She sounds like if you mixed like Cleo Soul,
yay.
Amy, Georgia Smith, like
Sick.
she has that powerful voice. And so I'm producing just like a straight ahead, like really, really awesome R&B record for her. I can't wait to show you some of those songs.
Yeah, she's got to come through for an interview.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
she's
let's
amazing.
make that happen.
Yeah, she's super
for
amazing.
sure. Well, I'm just so thankful that you came to the LRG headquarters and kicked it with us.
Shout out LRG. Hey.
I'm trying to I want to ask some questions from like what I like a fan from a fan standpoint, because I am a fan. So I'm trying to think of something I wanted to. Guy, love that song.
Guy.
Love that song.
That song was painful. I was crying when I made that song.
Wow, I felt maybe that's what I was feeling, because I feel like I don't know. It's just it's moving.
Yeah.
Why were you crying?
I was in a really long relationship at one point in time.
Okay.
With somebody very special.
Okay.
And we broke up, but we still kept in contact with each other, and we still, we shared a lot of, just like shared a lot of phone conversations and stuff like that. And it was just one of those star-crossed lover situations where that song's just really about that whole situation in a lot of ways. There's a lot of push and pull in that song.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I can't wait up.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody's been through something like that, where there's just that one person that was very special to you in your life. And, when those things end, they, a lot of times they should end.
Yeah.
And you learn a lot. But, I had to put my emotions into it, to talk about it. So
Sick. Yeah. And I think you're a great storyteller in that way. I feel like you're really good at like turning feelings into lyrics. So
thanks.
yeah. Silas Shorts.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm not that guy.
That's not really me.
Yeah.
Been waiting for that moment for a couple months. Okay, so Thank you for coming to the LRG headquarters. I'm so excited. This is just the beginning for you. Like, I can't wait to visit this in a vault, maybe like 5 years from now. And I'm like,
Gonna be
yeah, like
laughing about
he
this?
was here. He was here, you guys. Like, I interviewed this guy. Because I really see that for yourself,
Oh,
honestly.
thank you so much. I'm super excited. There's some fun things on the horizon that I cannot wait to share with everybody.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, give me funniest tour story before we.
Oh, the funniest.
Funny tour story. I know. From your tour.
Oh my goodness.
Even though it's not done yet, but.
Oh, you talking about this tour?
Yeah, this tour.
I mean, this one, honestly, we didn't have too many like funny stories, but I have funny stories from other tours, absolutely.
Okay, give me one funny story from one tour.
So like I went with a couple of my homies. We had like basically the homies got a school bus, and we essentially like decked out the inside and drove the school bus like across the country.
Sick.
And this was back in like 2018.
Sick.
Like this is just super, super crazy.
Yeah.
And it had a stage on top. So we would pull up to towns and go to towns and just like play music, on top of the stage. And we ended up playing in Oakland at some like college party. And I remember it was like one of those crazy like super frat houses, super crazy. And we were playing this weird like math rocky jazz shit, and it was honestly it was pretty bad. It was so bad that we got like unplugged in the middle of the stage by this like super drunk idiot, man. And I remember I was feeling so salty. And the homie, like during this whole process, he was making a documentary about it. So he would always like piss me off before he turned on the camera, and then he stick it in my face. And we ended up like going to this other frat house with some homies, and my homie Dylan, like he stripped down entirely naked, and he went inside. We have like video of this. I have to find this video. Yes. But there's like 40, 50 dudes when they go into this frat house singing Stacy's Mom Has Got It Going On.
Yeah.
To these like 3 like sorority girls in the middle of this like table inside of this frat house, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And so my homie, he steals their potatoes and like runs through there, bro. I gotta find you the footage, actually.
You need to.
Yes,
you need to.
I'm
we'll insert it into the interview.
Yeah.
Good story. More stories to come, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You got your tour. Obviously, you said the next spot is New York, so I'm excited.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Any last minute words you want to say to the world?
Last minute words. Always follow your dreams, no matter how hard things get. Consistency is key, and just make sure that you do unto others that would want to be done to you, and have love and respect and care for everything that you do.
You guys heard it. Peace. Yay. Dope shit.
Hell yeah.
Dope shit.